Fox lost another $1 billion, and you're about to find out how. Let's get right into it. Fox apparently lost $1 billion. I love how they call Tucker the $1 billion man in this whole thing. Firing Tucker was the worst decision they could have possibly made. So apparently, and as we go on to read this is what's wild to me. Fox Corporation stock lost $1 billion in market capitalization just minutes after news broke that Tucker Carlson departed from Fox News. That to me is wild. Minutes after. That means they were losing millions of dollars per second. Tens of millions of dollars per second as soon as they said Tucker is off of our network. Amazing. So let's go on to read this a little bit. Fox Corporation, which owns Fox News as well as entertainment, television, and sports holdings, quickly plunged more than 5% after Fox News announced that Tucker Carlson and the media organization had parted ways. The announcement came as a surprise and apparently caught shareholders off guard, to say the least. Could you imagine you're invested in Fox and you're like, yeah, look what Tucker's doing. Yeah, of course I'm going to invest. Yeah, of course I'm going to put a little more. I'm not worried about this. And then out of nowhere, Fox is like, we're getting rid of this guy. I would sell too. I would sell in as much as I could. I'd sell it all right away. Because what are they going to do to bounce back? How long is it going to take? Nobody knows. Let's go on with this. The massive evaporation of value speaks to how much traffic the 53-year-old host, Tucker Carlson, the 53-year-old host of Tucker Carlson Tonight, drove to the network. Fox News recently announced that in the first quarter of 2023, the show was the highest rated program in cable news in the younger 25 to 54 demo, averaging 3 million viewers, 443,000 in the demo, and 299,000 in the 18 to 49 category. Wow, 25 to 54. He and I have the same demographic. I had no idea. Yeah, that's my demographic, and it goes like up to like 60. I'm the new Tucker Carlson until he comes back. It's me. Hi. How you guys doing? I'm the new Tucker. I'll be in a suit next episode. I'll wear a suit. I'm kidding. But this is wild. Even just knowing this, like I already knew Tucker was like the reason that so many people watched, but just seeing these numbers, especially now that I watch demographics and everything in my own channel so much, this is huge. And you can't just have this replaced. You can't just fill a spot and just have someone else talk and think it's going to do the same thing. What I've learned when it comes to demographics and people watching you, there's a reason that they're watching you. It's not just because you're on. There's a reason. Like they like you. There's something about you, you know? I've heard people talk about me like, oh, you're rational and articulate and this and that. There's a bunch of traits that only Tucker has that people watch him for. So I don't know what they're going to do. Let's see. Tucker was perhaps Fox News' most recognized anchor. His show was the network's second most popular program last year, with only The Five attracting more viewership. Here's the thing with that. I've been in podcast production for a long time. And when there is a podcast that has 3 people, there's always people who are showing up for the 3 people's dynamic. Then there's people who are showing up for the 1 person, the 2nd person, the 3rd person. You take away the 2 people, the people who are there for the 3 people's dynamic, you lose that viewership. And you lose the people who are there for that person. You take away another person, you lose the viewership for that 1 person. And very few people are going to tune in for just the 1 person or the 2 or whatever the dynamic is after you wreck a show. So to say that The Five is the most viewed show, that's actually It's a little misconstrued because Tucker was bringing in those 3.2 averaging. So this is like the average 3.2 million viewers. He was doing that on his own. Tucker doesn't have a sidekick to play off. Tucker doesn't have a person that he can soundboard things off. He doesn't have a person laughing in the background. He doesn't have any of that. And I think that's mainly, if I say so, I think he was inspired by me in terms of doing things like that. Just saying. Completely joking, of course. But yeah, they lost $1 billion. How about that? So as soon as they paid $787.5 million to Dominion, then they announced this firing. They lost another $1 billion. And the thing is, it's one thing to pay a certain amount of money, but when you lose $1 billion in stock, that's a different thing. Because paying $1 billion is just, okay, well, we just had to pay that money. Whatever. We'll recoup. Our company will do what it does. We'll make the money back. But to lose it in stock can cause a landslide. It can cause a bunch of other people to be like, well, I'm getting out. I mean, that's exactly what happened with crypto just months ago. You know, like you could lose a whole lot more than just 1 billion once people see who's selling off. You know, if I had stock right now in Fox, because I saw that 1 billion loss, I would then sell. That's it. Or I'd at least sell 80% of what I had. But I just wanted to say that Tucker, the $1 billion man, is striking Fox in more than one way. I'm out.